was my gut instinct for 3 years that something wasn't what we were told.
On October 25th, 2021, Donna Rohrer's brother, Anthony Thomas, TJ Hoover II, was admitted to Baptist Health Richmond's emergency room. He was experiencing cardiac arrest and deemed code blue.
We were told, their testing they did, that there wasn't reflexes, he had no reflexes, there was no brain activity, no brain waves.
The following day, Rohrer's family decided to remove TJ from life support. That's when they were told he was a registered organ donor. To honor his wishes, the next 2 days were spent testing TJ's organs to see what was viable, including a cardiac catheterization to test his heart.
And during his honor walk, his eyes started opening up, and we kind of, he was tracking, his eyes were tracking, looking around. And we were told, by the ICU supervisor that it was just reflexes. It was just a normal thing.
TJ was then taken into the organ retrieval surgery.
Probably about an hour into, they come out and got us, and the doctor did, and told us that he wasn't ready, that he had woke up. But we also hadn't been told that during his heart catheterization that morning that he woke up then. And because if we'd have known that, then clearly we would have known he wasn't brain dead.
Rohrer was told to take TJ home and make him comfortable, as he wouldn't live long. Rohrer's been caring for her brother for 3 years now.
And he made several attempts to, hey, I'm here, but it was kind of ignored.
Rohrer didn't learn of these details until January of this year, when Nicoletta Martin, who was working with Kentucky organ donor affiliates at the time, contacted her. She and other witnesses came forward this year, their testimonies heard before the House Energy and Commerce Committee in September.
It's not infrequent that something comes up around the donor and whether or not the donor is dead. And the problem is that we've got 40 years where there has been no oversight at all of the OPOs.
The Kentucky Attorney General's office says they are now looking into this case. In a statement from Baptist Health Richmond, they say, quote, "We work closely with our patients and their families to ensure our patients' wishes for organ donation are followed." Donna says if it can give one other family the courage to speak up or save one other person's life, then she's never going to stop telling TJ's story.
In my heart of hearts, I know something went on, but I kind of compare it, David and Goliath. Who am I to go against the medical system?
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope your day's going pretty good. My day's going pretty good. Got a story for y'all today. Come out of Kentucky, located in Richmond, Kentucky. And shout out to everybody in Richmond, Kentucky. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And also, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a video. Now let's get into the story. As you heard in that story, there was a man that went to the hospital, and he was an organ donor. He coded out at the hospital, and they wanted to take this guy's organs. But somehow, some way, this man came out of that hospital. So I am going to give a hand clap for that one right there. Good, because we have a lot of people that goes to the hospital each and every single day, and they go in there alive and they come out dead. It's happening right now as I speak, or as you watching this video. Let's get into the story. A Kentucky man was declared brain dead, and his organs were going to be donated. Remember that his organs was going to be donated, but then he woke up during the procedure. Good. On October the 25th, 2021, Donna Rohrer's brother, Anthony Thomas TJ Hoover II, was admitted to Baptist Health Richmond emergency room. So something was going on, so they admitted him to the emergency room. And the sister also said this. She said, all I had was my gut instinct for 3 years. And something wasn't what we were told. So something was not right. She felt that something was not right. Something just ain't right. Let's get into more of the story. Hoover was experiencing cardiac arrest and was deemed code blue. And for those of you that goes to the hospital quite often, and for those of you that works inside of a hospital or even a medical office, they may have different codes: code blue, code red, code yellow, code whatever. They will holler out codes for different things that may be going on in the hospital. So code blue was cardiac arrest. So he coded out. So when you hear somebody say in the hospital that somebody coded out, usually most of the time that's what that means. Someone has had a heart attack, their heart stopped, and they coded out. So this guy right here was coding out. Now this is what the sister was told. On October the 26th, we were told that he had no reflexes and there was no brain activity, no brain waves. That's what the sister said. So they're basically saying at that moment that he is a vegetable. He's not moving around. He's done. Let him go. Write it off. Let's take his kidney. Let's take his heart. Let's take his lungs. Let's take his spleen. Let's take his liver. Let's get to work. So they was ready to take this man's organs. Let's get into more of the story. The following day, Roy's family decided to remove Hoover from the life support. That's when they were told that he was registered as an organ donor. So they didn't even know that he was an organ donor from the start. Until the doctors came out there and told them that he was an organ donor. Now remember, if you are an organ donor, be careful out there. I'm not saying do not be an organ donor, but we got a lot of janky stuff that's going on out there today when it comes down to people being an organ donor. Let's get into more of the story. To honor his wishes, the next 2 days, they spent testing Hoover's organs to see what was viable. So they was testing out the man's organs, testing out his heart, testing out different organs in this man's body, trying to figure out which one of these organs can they harvest and send to someone else or send or give to someone else. Because we got a lot of people each and every single day that waits on organs. You got people out there that are on dialysis, waiting on kidneys. We got people out there with heart troubles, waiting on the heart, and etc. So many different organs people are waiting on out there each and every single day. And we got people out there dying each and every single day just to wait on these precious organs. So they were testing out this man's organs to see which ones was viable, including a cardiac catheterization to test the man's heart. So that may have been the main thing that they were trying to get away from this man. But no. They couldn't get it. Let's get into more of the story. Now, this is what the sister said. She said, we had his honor walk on a Friday afternoon. During his honor walk, his eyes started opening up. Wow. Jesus came into the room for the believers. Not everybody believe in Jesus. Not everybody believe in God. But y'all understand exactly what I'm saying. Life came into this man's body. He opened his eyes up. Let's get into more of the story. He was tracking with his eyes with us all around the room. So his eyes were looking at them around the room. And they were told that those were just reflexes. What? Ain't no way in the world I would have believed that. Let's get into more of the story. And they were saying that was just a normal thing. Who are we to question the medical system? That's what the sister said. I'm going to tell you all today, you better stand on something or you're going to fall for anything. Question the doctor. Question the people around your loved one. Whether it's your son, your daughter, your mother, your father, your husband, your wife, anyone around in your family, or even a friend that you're concerned about. Even a coworker, still a friend. It can be a friend anyway. But question those doctors and see what is going on. Ask questions, because if they see that y'all weak and y'all don't care anything about your loved one, they're bound to do anything to your loved one or your family or your friend. Ask questions. Do not be scared. Let's get into more of the story. Hoover was taken into organ retrieval surgery. So he was taken into surgery to get his organs harvested. So they was about to harvest this man's organs, taking him into the room, getting ready, taking him down that road. About an hour into it, the doctors came out and got us. That's what the sister said. He said that he wasn't ready and he woke up, but we also had been told during his heart catheterization that morning that he woke up. So during the heart catheterization that morning, he had woke up, but they didn't even tell him. She said, if we would have known that then, we would have clearly known that he was not brain dead. That's what the sister said, as y'all heard in that story. And Roy was told to take Hoover home to make him comfortable. She was told that he wouldn't live long. Roy has been caring for her brother for 3 years now. You may be saying to yourself, why in the world are you talking about a story that happened in 2021? Because in January of this year, this is when she found out something was not right. That's why I say, if you got loved ones in the hospital, check on them, see what's going on. Go up there each and every single day. Go around them, try to figure out what's going on with your loved one. Don't sit there and let your loved one sit inside this hospital and don't care anything about them, because you got a lot of people that dies in these hospitals each and every single year. I remember a story that I seen on Instagram. It was on Facebook. It was all over social media. Once a boy got hit by a car, and once that boy got hit by a car, they sent the boy to the hospital, and the parents and everybody was inside the emergency room. They had him on live. Here's a picture of it right here. They had that boy. The father was pressing on the boy, trying to revive him, but he just would not come alive at all. But I heard that young man wound up passing away. So my condolences go out to the family of that young man that died during that time, because the family was trying to say that the hospital was trying to take this young man's organs. And then how they know that the hospital was trying to take this young man's organs, they said in the video, they heard the doctors chit-chatting or talking about the guy's organs, about the young man's organs. And so that's how they found out that the hospital was turning the machine off and doing all different type of stuff. Now, I'm not saying that stuff like this does not happen, but it happens each and every single day, whether we know or not. So do not let your loved ones go into these hospitals or these medical facilities and you're not asking any questions. So during the C-19 crisis, there was a lot of people that died out there. And whether you know or not, I'm sitting up there thinking to myself, was a lot of people harvested? Was a lot of people taken into the morgue and having their organs taken out of them? It make you think sometimes, don't it? But we got a lot of murderers inside these doctors' offices each and every single day. Murderers are not just in the streets. Murderers are not just someone walking around with a gun. Murderers are not just someone that's a hitman. We got murderers on the inside of these hospitals, inside of the jail cells, inside of many different places around this world. We got people out there that does not care anything about humans' life. And this man right here could have died in the midst of this. Now, I'm glad that this family found out something just wasn't right. Now, she is encouraging anyone else that may have some type of information about anything that goes on at this hospital to come out with it. And they said in the news report that there may be other families that may be coming out and trying to investigate things that may be going on with their family or with them trying to take their organs. So I encourage everyone to be there for your family. Check and see what's going on, because just because you're going to the hospital and the doctor is smiling in your face does not mean that they're not trying to do something janky towards you. Remember, if you're an organ donor, they will try to take things away from you, like your organs, and they don't care anything about it. Y'all have a good one, and y'all have a blessed one. And leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about this. Have you ever experienced it? Have you ever experienced anything like this with your loved ones? Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until I see y'all on the next video, holla at you.